Uncertainty around US trade policy, this constant discussion about tariffs, it's contributed to New Zealand's central bank holding the country's cash rate. Let's head now to New Zealand correspondent Jack Nyhoff. He's in Wellington. Jack, talk us through the reasoning here. We've seen New Zealand keep the cash rate on hold, 3.25%. How similar were the reasons when compared to Australia and the Reserve Bank here?
Yeah, a bit of division over in Australia with the Reserve Bank, but in New Zealand, this decision to keep the official cash rate on hold was agreed by the entire board, even though it was a split decision to cut the rate at the last meeting. Now, the Reserve Bank of New Zealand says the economic outlook remains highly uncertain at the moment. So this pause was expected, particularly after a pause in Australia that we heard about yesterday. New Zealand's central bank is warning global economic growth is expected to weaken, reflecting what it says are the uncertain consequences of trade protectionism, which is quite interesting wording from them. They say the decision to leave it at 3.25% follows 6 consecutive cuts since August. Then in August, it was at 5.5%. So it has been coming down, and we're expecting potentially another cut at the next meeting. But essentially what this is at the moment is a bit of a stop and wait measure, given everything that's happening right around the world. The committee is also worried about New Zealand's inflation could continue to increase. Now, there's a band target of between 1% and 3%. It is starting to creep up. This is the consumer price index figure. So it rose to 2.5% in the 12 months up to March. And that was a climb from the December figure, which was 2.2% in the 12 months up to December. So a bit of inflation creep at the moment. The RBNZ does expect that inflation will lower again next year. The central bank expects to lower that OCR further if medium-term inflation pressures ease as they project them to. So a bit of a watch and wait amid all that uncertainty, particularly when it comes to the US's trade policy at the moment. The Reserve Board simply wants to see how that plays out and if there's any more to come at the moment.